sipping coffee, and then another day, you're in a mountain cafe the next. Sounds pretty incredible, right? But let me tell you this, something that nobody ever talks about. Being a digital nomad isn't just about the places you see or the work you do. It's about fundamentally shifting your mindset, rewiring your brain for adaptability, resilience, curiosity, and balance. When I first started my journey, I thought I had it all figured out. A remote job, a list of dreamy destinations, and a plan. But when reality hit, there's missed flights, unreliable Wi-Fi. There's days when I felt completely isolated, times that I felt like I was going through burnout. It was through these challenges that I realized the secret wasn't in the perfect plan per se, it was in my mindset. All right, and today I want to share with you how shifting my mindset not only helped me thrive as a digital nomad, but it also taught me life lessons that I had never expected. Where we're going to go ahead and dive into 4 essential traits: flexibility, resilience, curiosity, and balance. Whether you're dreaming of the lifestyle or already on the road, these are things that will set you up for success. Here's the thing, flexibility is all about rolling with the punches. Even when things don't go exactly as planned. Let me tell you this one time. I was traveling through Portugal. I was going from Porto back to Coimbra, and in the process of trying to get off the train in Coimbra, the door was shut and locked, couldn't open it up. The train conductor was trying to open it up, and all he could say to me was, "The scoop." So sometimes things aren't going to go exactly as planned. You just have to go with how things are. At this time I had a mix of confusion. I was a little bit impatient, but instead of just being angry or upset with the situation, I decided to roll with it. Make a video on it, and I just did a little short. I thought, well, I'm stuck here in this train station, so I might as well make something of it, quite literally. So sometimes life happens and you just kind of have to go with how life is going to roll. So you have these situations that pop up, so you roll with the punches and try to make the best out of it. And, some of the best experiences that I've had didn't go as planned. It's just these wild experiences, they kind of just go, just not really planning the night. One of the things that I could go on is focusing on the negativity. I couldn't have made things worse, because I could have focused on, okay, the train back to Coimbra, it's going to get me 3 hours late. I had some other things that I was supposed to be doing with friends, but the next train back was a slow train, and it really put things off. So I could have focused on, this sucks, and it does. But going through and being flexible and leading into these situations to make the best out of a worse situation really is important if you're going to be living as a digital nomad. Not only did I make just a short video, but it also gave me a time to journal a little bit, to even talk to some other travelers that I wouldn't normally run into. So it's kind of neat experience. I didn't have it on film, but there's some young kids that were there late at night trying to get back north, I think to Porto, if I remember correctly. But it's just a fun experience, and you never know who you're going to meet through a situation like this. So if it happens, it might be one of those kismet situations where you meet somebody and it becomes a lifelong friend because you have this really strange story to share with each other. So Sometimes just being a little bit flexible in the situation can open up a new opportunity of growth for you or for somebody else. So it's kind of nice to have those experiences when you want to keep everything structured. But the thing about flexibility is it helps embrace the unexpected. And this resilience keeps you grounded and moving forward when challenges do arise. And speaking of resilience, let's keep this real. Things will go wrong. But resilience, that's your ability to get back on your feet even when life knocks you down. Because no matter what, life is going to happen. I remember one time, my laptop, it crashed an hour before a big deadline. Panic, right? Absolutely. But I quickly shifted into solution mode. It's all about solutions. You can either focus on the problem or you can focus on the solution. So those are the two things. So you might come up with a problem, but we have to find out a solution to said problem. That's a big thing with digital nomads. It's like there might be a problem and it's our job to find a solution to it. Even in our daily lives and somebody else's, our clients' daily lives, we have to find solutions. We have to be solution-oriented individuals. And that's a big part of how we are a resilient population, doing something that's, living our dreams to the best of our abilities. As a fellow traveler, no project is really finished on time. There's always some other tweaks and things that can make the project a little bit better. When I had this deadline that I needed to fix, I didn't have my laptop, but there's other things that I needed to do to make this work. So in order to get through that, I was able to borrow a laptop through making connections with other friends in the digital nomad community and get the project done. It was a little bit late, but at least my client was able to get the product that they needed. And sometimes situations just happen, and it's the reality of it. But if I focused more time on the problem and not on a solution to getting a computer, then it would have taken me even more time, and the client would have been that much more upset with me. But the thing is resilience isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. So it's important that we start building our resilience with these tips here. So we need to practice mindfulness. So it's a good thing in my daily life to practice meditation for just 5 minutes, or just taking deep breaths, and this can help when these stressful situations do occur, that you're able to stay calm under this pressure. We can plan also for things that might be unexpected. So in Portugal, one thing that happens often is that there'll be a strike for the trains. So there'll be a train strike and the trains aren't running. So you have a backup plan to situations like this. So if I want to take a train and kind of do work on the train, it might get disrupted and I might have to take a bus to get to, say, Lisbon. And so if I'm planning on traveling, I try to get most of my work done at home, or if I need to do work, I can kind of push it off in Lisbon or Porto whenever I'm traveling to a different place. So I can have some alternative plans in order to get things done that need to be done with my different clients. And it's these small situations of you can plan for, and some things just aren't going to go right. You know, it's going to be like I'm on the train and I can't get off the train, so I'm stuck. So if that's a situation, I can't meet up with like somebody that's a client, and that's just the reality of it. So you come up with like another solution for something further down the road. But here's the thing. Resilience, it helps you see every setback as a step forward. But life as a digital nomad isn't all about solving problems. It's about embracing curiosity and making the most of every experience. Curiosity is the heartbeat of the digital nomad lifestyle. You know, we've all seen videos of people exploring different exotic locations as digital nomads. And, you know, it's all because like there's this curiosity of what does this specific place look like? What does it feel like? What are these textures, these smells, these tastes to explore? You know, it's these things that are go into our minds that are like, man, I don't know what this is like, so I can want to experience this. And, you know, one of the biggest tests of curiosity for me came when I was in Ecuador. I didn't know a soul when I arrived, and honestly, it was a little bit intimidating. But instead of letting that fear grab a hold of me, I was able to go out and explore. One day, I was joining a group of travelers down in the Amazon, and all I can say is that it seemed like we found a makeshift raft, and we were exploring through the jungle. So we took this raft down the Amazon River. I didn't know at the time, but this was something that was a planned thing with the group. But the ride was unforgettable, and not just because of the breathtaking views, but it was because of the connections I made. A local guide there taught me about the river's ecosystem. Some of the Aboriginal people that live in the Amazon still today, got to learn about how they do things, and even got to shoot a blow dart, which was pretty awesome. I mean, I as a kid, that's something that I always wanted to do. So being able to live my dreams was pretty amazing. And it was only through walking through the fear that I was able to experience these things. And, you know, like, it's pretty awesome listening to people that know about ecosystems. I mean, I do too. I've studied ecology and everything. So it's just really in awe with people that are living the lifestyle and doing this stuff. You know, the amount of humility that they have, and it only gets really down in the nitty gritty of finding that humility by diving into the unknown and the fear that we feel. So you might be asking yourself, how do you cultivate curiosity? The first part is to start stepping outside of your comfort zone. It's really important to not do the things that we do every day that make us comfortable. You know, take this trip for example. I just ended up saying yes to a weird invite. So if you get invited to do something that you haven't experienced, go out and do it. What's to lose? You're going to find out that either you like what you did or are going to do, or you don't like it. So and that experience will end up ending. It won't be a lifetime of torment, hopefully. You know, it's the whole adage of what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. You know, and if it doesn't, you know, you don't lose a limb or a finger or something like that. It's a story that you get to tell somebody. So it's pretty cool to me, like to be able to step out of comfort zone and be a little courageous. If somebody hasn't said it to you, you know, you can do like really difficult things. I think it's important that we tell each other that, yeah, you know, this is difficult, but I think that you can do it. And, you know, maybe it's beyond our capabilities, but if we don't try, we won't find out that we can't do it. So it's important to get out of our comfort zone in order to get into these great mindsets. The thing about curiosity also is that it keeps us moving forward, but the balance is to keep ourselves centered. So let's explore how to find that sweet spot. And that really goes down to finding a sense of balance. Balance is probably the hardest and most important skill to master. The nomad lifestyle can feel like a pretty constant tug of war between work and play. What's helped me with balance is creating routines. For example, I dedicate mornings to work and evenings to explore. And I always set a time for exercise and reflection. It's my way of recharging. Balance isn't just about managing your time, it's about nurturing your relationships too. So it's important to join co-working spaces, connect with locals, and check in with loved ones. It's this balance that lets you enjoy the best of both worlds without burning out. The digital nomad lifestyle isn't about perfection. It's about perspective, flexibility, resilience, curiosity, and balance. These aren't just skills, they're superpowers. They're not only there to help you navigate the nomadic lifestyle, but also make yourself more adaptable, resourceful, and open-minded person. So here's the truth. Adopting the digital nomad mindset isn't just about working remotely or traveling the world. It's about how you approach life itself. Now, I want to hear from you. What excites you the most about adopting this mindset? Or what's the biggest challenge you think you'd face? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to start a conversation. If the video has inspired you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And until next time, stay curious, stay resilient, and keep exploring. Atamia.